Ben Affleck Batman is 100% done. He said himself in a recent interview that came out last night, and I literally got over 100 messages on my Instagram request this morning telling me this, and I actually read what he said, and he didn't exactly say he's done. He kind of just said I'm done currently. So yo, what is good YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to never miss any of the videos. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, because I can have a conversation over there with you because I got like 5 followers. But please subscribe to the channel so the fire, the flame, the heat, the toxicity, it's all been coming my way this week because it's like, yo, Warstu, you said that Ben Affleck was going to be in the Batgirl. Hang on, guys. Hang the frick on. So Michael Keaton was filming with a Vulture when they started shooting the Batgirl movie. So logically thinking, you'd be like, okay, it's got to be Ben Affleck Batman, because how could he be shooting the Vulture and be on set of the Batgirl at the same time? Literally multiple people were saying that. It wasn't just me. Use a logical thinking in your logical head and you would have came to the same conclusion. So everyone keeps going, yeah, Warstu, you're a freaking liar. You said that Nightwing was going to be in Batgirl. Oh wait, Nightwing's going to be in Batgirl? Well, in theory. So let's go over this article that's come out, this interview, because a lot of people are misconstruing things and clickbaiting things. Now, he says favorite scenes in terms of Batman. No, he doesn't actually say it. He says maybe my favorite scenes. Let's go over the full quote in a recent interview. So Ben Affleck confirmed to reprise his role once again in the long development of the Batman. Now the actor says the material he shot of the film perhaps is his favorite appearance, but he doesn't say that. He says maybe. I've never said this. This is hot off the press, but maybe my favorite scenes in terms of Batman and the interpretation of Batman I've done were in the Flash movie. Okay, guys? But maybe does not mean that it's definitely his favorite scenes. It means potentially. It means in theory. It means possibly. It could be. Then he has a massive dig at Warner Brothers. I hope they maintain the integrity of what we did, because I thought it was great and really interesting. Different, but not in a way that is integral with the character. Who knows? Maybe they would decide that it doesn't work, but when I went and did it, it was really fun, really satisfying and encouraging. And I thought, wow, I think I finally figured it out. So yeah, it sounds cool. Promising. But you know what Warner Brothers are like? They literally change everything. They change Outsiders Justice League. They change BVS. They change the Suicide Squad movies. So we've just got to hope and pray that they keep in the scenes he's on about. The goodbye scene, the death scene. They're going to kill him off. No, I still don't think they're going to kill him off. So yeah, I've come under a little bit of fire because I keep saying that Ben will return, Ben will return, Ben will return. I'm just being optimistic. I'm being positive. I'm not one of these pessimistic people. Now, potentially, in theory, yes, Ben is 100% done. Clip this if you want. But at the same time, careful spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life if you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home, but Andrew Garfield was done, Toby was done, Ben was done 3 years ago. He's done right now. Right now, yes, he is done. Ben Affleck is done. He's dusted. Thanos snapped him, and then he came back when the Hulk did the snap in Endgame. Okay, we're joking here, we're paraphrasing. But what I'm saying is, yeah, Ben is done. He's not in Batgirl. He's not in... So Ben Affleck, guys, I'm sorry, but he's done. He's dusted. But at the same time, he could come back if Zack Snyder asked him to. That doesn't mean he will. He was done after the 2017 reshoots for this movie. He's done and dusted. But then again... Once again, though he could appear, he took recent reshoots for Zack Snyder's Justice League. He became a member of the Flash movie after he was done and dusted and all that kind of stuff. If Zack asked him to come back to do Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3, if it gets greenlit, when Discovery takes over and restores talent and creativity, because everyone keeps saying that I've got this whole agenda that Discovery's main focus will be to restore Snyderverse. No, he wants to restore talent and creativity. He wants to bring Christopher Nolan back because obviously he's gone to Universal because how they treated Tenet and all that kind of stuff. So guys, I've never said the whole reason behind this Discovery merger is for the Snyder Cut. I swear some of you guys make up what I say. I never said that. I said he wants to restore stuff. So potentially if Zack wants to ask Ben, his friend, to come back, Ben could come back and be like, yeah, I love Zack. I'd do anything Zack asks. So in theory, yes, in theory, he could return, but he is 100% done. So there won't be any more Ben Affleck returning to do an HBO Max series. And to be honest, guys, that information was true, still is true. There was still something there. We had super Scooper Daniel RPK also confirming that Warner Brothers wanted to do something with Ben. Multiple other scoopers confirmed that. So the integrity of my information was correct. And I said that before. Mr. Daniel RPK came out and said, yeah, Ben was offered a role, but he didn't do it. He didn't want it. So yeah, it was there 100%. Right, let's get into the rest of the video. So as we know, based on recent leaker Grace and the leaker My Time to Shine, this new Justice League film, essentially the Flash movie, is a glorified Justice League movie that's apparently going to have a new continuity, but literally most of the Justice League members were formed from Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it's going to form a new continuity, although it makes no sense because it's not realistically going to explain to new people the franchise where the hell Aquaman came from, where Wonder Woman came from, where Shazam came from, even though Black Adam is Snyderverse, Shazam Snyderverse, Aquaman 2 Snyderverse. Pretty much all the movies will still be continuity to Snyderverse because you can't delete all the continuity, the foundations of Shazam, the foundations of Aquaman, and all that kind of stuff without explaining it to new people. So realistically, in my opinion, if they are going to reboot the continuity, they need to recast every single member of the Justice League. So information came out recently this week, although the information's actually been on Reddit and 4chan for over 1 year, saying there's gonna be a new Justice League after this movie. It's gonna erase everything. And now because Ben said this is his goodbye movie, everyone's taken that as affirmation and confirmation that Ben's going to die in this movie. But realistically, if Ben Affleck did die in this movie, say he's only in it for 10 minutes-ish, wouldn't that make him like the main star and the main vocal point of the movie, killing off Batfleck? I really think that would be a bad idea if they were to do this. So what I find interesting is the new Justice League won't take any influence or storylines from either the canon, Warner Bros. Canon, which is Joss Whedon, or from the Snyder version of the movie. It would literally be its complete own rebuilt timeline, which, like I said previously a minute ago, it doesn't really make sense how they can wipe everything out without explaining anything. And apparently, according to this leak that actually came out a while ago, it's not going to have anything to do with what happened in Justice League. No Darkseid, no Legion of Doom. The new film will be used to launch the new Justice League franchise within the new story, within the new timeline. And yes, obviously that makes sense, but you can't use the Legion of Doom. You can't use Darkseid. What are you going to do? Use Brainiac? I mean, there's a bunch of other like villains they could do, some of the new gods, but realistically, everyone knows Darkseid. And if you're going to bring Brainiac into the equation, or Zod, or they're not, I mean, Zod's not really a Justice League level villain. Brainiac potentially could be, although DC does have a huge plethora of villains. I don't know who you could bring up that is crazy intense. So I do find it interesting that there will be a new Justice League, and as a DC fan, I'm very much looking forward to whatever this vision is. But the optimistic in me, the positivity in me tells me that a lot of these people don't understand what the Snyderverse is, and the Snyderverse currently is the Snyderverse. It's not about only having the Snyderverse. People that want the Snyderverse also want other DC stories. They just want their Snyderverse to have a continuity on HBO Max, which realistically, if Discovery merger goes through and they decide to restore Zack Snyder, and Snyder literally said, if he was asked by Discovery, he would say, let's go, let's go. So the Snyderverse continuity, it doesn't matter what happens to that continuity in this movie, because the Snyderverse continuity, it's in its own timeline, irrespective of what happens here. So although, yes, I want to see what Walter Hamada and Toby Emmerich and the new vision of DC is going to be, because let's be honest, there are cool movies, standalone movies. The Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie was freaking awesome. The Batman Matt Reeves, that's on its own standalone Earth 2 universe, we believe, although it's got a lot of HBO Max spin-offs. I really hope, I'm really optimistic about the future of DC. I just hope they will keep the Snyderverse in its own little corner, like the Walter Hamada, Toby Emmerich, and Cernoff, whatever they're building there, is going to be in its own little corner. So recently, I've been told that this Batgirl movie is kind of like a series, but they're marketing it like a movie. I've recently been told it's actually going to build up to a Dick Grayson Nightwing being introduced into the new continuity of DC. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to confirm it, but it's going to be in the title that I've heard that it ain't just Batgirl. There will be a Nightwing Easter Easter eggs. There will be references to Dick Grayson throughout, potentially, this Batgirl movie. So I'm not saying that Nightwing is going to be in this movie, but Zac Efron, please be Nightwing. That would be freaking fantastic. But it's a rumor that I've heard. Doesn't matter to me if no other leaker or super duper Twitter scooper says it or has heard it. I've heard it, so I'm going to put it out there that Batgirl will lead to Nightwing in the future. And cool. Yeah, I am really looking forward to seeing Sasha Calle's Supergirl, but I think it's a bit of a shame that this Batgirl character, Leslie Grace, is not going to be introduced in the Flash movie because the Flash movie is predominantly a Justice League movie. So I think introducing Michael Keaton back into the universe as the Batman, then having Batgirl replace him would make more sense if they did that within their own Flash movie. Although I have heard down the rumor mill that there's going to be reshoots for the Flash movie happening in February in England predominantly. But it's really hard to decipher what rumors are true and what aren't true because we have super duper leakers like Grace, etc., talking about old rumors that are literally a year old. So I've been told they are reshooting some stuff in February. Now, what people need to realize is, yes, Discovery is doing a merger, but legally, Discovery cannot have conversations. They cannot have any influence over any property at DC or at Warner Brothers or any other franchise Warner Bros. Owns until the merger is complete. So I do see a lot of people going, yeah, but let's just wait for the merger. Cool, bro. We can wait for the merger, but legally, David Selaski cannot do anything. I see posts like this, and I actually shared it and was like, bro, that can't happen. So post here, Selaski is having talks. We're about the Snyderverse is getting restored. Clay and Snyder keep teasing stuff, and Henry Cavill's vocal. Henry Cavill has been vocal since 2017 about his passion and love for being Superman. So David cannot talk anything legally, publicly, openly about what he wants to do unless it's actually in the press release. Like when they started talking about a merger, he spoke about his hope to restore Batman and Superman. So realistically, yes, David Selaski can be having private conversations behind closed doors, but realistically, none of these super duper Twitter leakers are gonna hear any of this information because most of their information is secondhand information anyway. So like always, guys, Batfleck is done. Rest in peace. Are they going to kill him off, aren't they? It would be interesting if they did to see the backlash. But Ben Affleck is a great actor, great director. He reckons it's a really awesome scenes that he shot, and it's some of his favorite, maybe his favorite. The actual wording was maybe, not definitively saying, this is the best Batman from me you're gonna get. He just said maybe it could be, which is potentially awesome. And also, what do you think about the idea, the prospect of Nightwing, Dick Grayson, being introduced in the Batgirl series, potentially, or there being like a build-up or teasers or Easter eggs or a post-credit scene towards Dick Grayson? Everyone's wanting Dick Grayson in the DC universe for a long time. Now, I know we have a version of him in Titans, but we want a live-action Dick Grayson, and we want it to be Zachary Efron. Well, of course I do. So like always, guys, let me know what you think down below. Now, I know a lot of you can be like, yo, Warstu's taking the L. But let's be honest, this is the first concurrent, factual piece of evidence we've had from Ben Affleck's mouth that he's pretty much saying goodbye to the role within this movie. And let's just hope that Warner Brothers respect that, because he said, I hope they maintain the integrity of what I did because I thought it was great and really interesting. But then he went on to say, maybe, who knows, they might decide it doesn't work. But when I went and did it, it was fun and great, satisfying, encouraging. I thought, wow, I think they finally figured it out. So hopefully we get to see Ben's real exit to the DCEU. Let me know, do you want the new Justice League movie? Are you looking forward to whatever they're building up? I think it'd be pretty cool. Either way, the Snyderverse can continue if down the road someone wants to restore it, it can. But guys, don't roast me down below. Actually, do roast me if you want, because then we get more engagements. Like always, guys, please check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the voice. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. Subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.